promised yet another statement promising to deliver on the people's demands, but again, renewed anger. One man here responded when the military statement came out. I asked him, what did you think of communique number 2? And he said, this is getting really frustrating. We're starting to lose hope in the very last institution we believed could deliver real change. This is seeming as if everything around us now is merely fraudulent and empty promises. But you could also sense at the same time that there are, because after all, they are our one and only remaining hope.
Raria Raghi live in Cairo, down near the presidential palace. Thanks for the moment. I'm rejoined on our set here in Doha by Faraz Brizet. He's a researcher at the Arab Center for Research and Policy Studies. I'm just interested in this notion that Raria was raising there, the suggestion that the military is trying to create as such. Do you think there's merit in this idea?
Well, I think so far we have seen a disconnect between what the military is saying and what the people are demanding. The military is saying we will ensure the implementation of people's demands. People's demands, very clear.
Between two different things. One, the military as an institution and soldiers on the ground, and two, the military command structure. Now, when it comes to the soldiers on the ground, I think that the protesters here certainly still have a lot of respect for them. But when it comes to the military command structure, I think it's a completely different thing, and people have lost faith that the command structure itself and the Omar Suleiman and indeed Contawi, the defense minister, can't do anything. It's protesters themselves for people to gather not just here but in other areas. This is the epicenter. They want people to come here first, and from here go into different directions in Cairo, to the Egyptian state television, to the president's palace.
And keep a sense of public order there, just to preserve people's safety.
Well, it's funny that just as you were saying that to me, asking me that question, I could see two army soldiers who were going through the crowds, and they were holding their guns, and they were clearly going from one to the other. That's not something that I see those as cronies of President Mubarak, and they don't believe the communiques that are coming. Had come up on the stage here in Liberation Square. They said that their allegiance is with the people, and they made the point that the legitimacy of the president, which they are tasked with protecting, comes from the people, and so that if the people do not want the president, he's no longer legitimate, and that received a lot of applause here. So as I was saying, I think on a level of army soldiers, there's still a huge amount of respect here, and there's certainly in Liberation Square, not much tension on the ground with this tanking of the soldiers, but on a different level in terms of the command, the defense minister, I think that's a different story completely. The people here see that